Okay, here we go once again. Hot tea so fine, aka tea so nice. Okay, aka tea so nice one last time, aka muffin bottom. Whatever. Those are names I like to use. I got hot tea. I adopted it from my niece, Sequina, because when she was born, she didn't say auntie. She always said hot tea. So when she said how they was cute, so I decided to keep it, and I made it my own. So I consider myself hot tea so fine because I'm so fine, and my name is Tammy. But she said instead of saying auntie, she said hot tea, and it was just so cute when she said it. So I just adopted it and kept it, and decided to make it my username. So people can go on. You might find Tammy on Facebook with my last name, but that's like a different account. Morely my business account, or maybe I got one under something else, but I can't remember. But anyway, I don't be on it as much because I'm changing everything over from my business. It's not Tammy Hoskins anymore. It's Mix It Up Fashion because I have a clothing line on store. And let's talk about that, okay? Because I had someone try me on that shit. For real. You know, about I was at work. I work at a warehouse. I've been doing warehouse work for like 4 years now. You know, I kind of like it, but you know, there's just pros and cons about a warehouse work. But I like warehouse work. I like any work. I'm a people's person. As long as it don't matter if I'm working with the public or people within the, you know, just coworkers. Within a establishment, because when you're doing warehouse work, you're not with the public. You're only with people you work with doing the same thing. And I have worked with the public because I do a lot of customer service. I'm very good at customer service. Customer service came with me being a waitress. But all in all, I'm not like a waitress anymore, but I got good at it because I had to make my money. Waitressing is not easy work. It's unappreciative work when you have a good waitress. There's types of waitresses, okay? You have the first type of waitress. Well, when we talk about the pros, it's just people that just come, they just have attitude problems, don't really care because they busy, they don't have the time, they don't want to put in the time, the excuse, we're busy. And you have the other type of waitresses that just come and they'll serve you. They'll be nice about it or whatever, but they're not interactive. Then you have the third type of waitress. That's very interactive. That's where I come in. I'm in I'm interactive with all my customers when I was waitressing, even still now when I'm not waitressing. But I'm more interactive with them because I'm a people's person. So I like to greet them well, sit them at a table, and I'm going to talk to them or whatever. Get them to know them a little bit, know your customers. You never know, they might come in again. Maybe it might not be as many this time, but a few. But if they like you, they're going to come back and they're going to want your table and they're going to ask. So I'm an interactive waitress at the time. I was a waitress at the time, but I filled in for a coworker that was out hosting, and I did hosting for that night because they was asking me like, Tammy, can you, instead of being a waitress, can you be a hostess, tonight? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, as long as I'm working, I'm on the clock. It don't matter to me. I'll do it, whatever. So I was hosting and stuff. And boy, When I first started hosting, I fell in love with it. You hear me? Not only am I interacting with different people, but I'm putting them in the tables and I get tips too. And I ain't even waitressing because when you waitressing and you try to get your tips, it's hard because if the cook mess up on an order, they don't take it out on the cook. They take it out on a waitress or the waiter because we do have men that's waiters. But I'm saying waitress because I'm a female and so I say waitress, but there's waitresses and there's waiters. Waiters are the men that waits on customers, serve them and whatever, bring them whatever they want, you know. So, but you really have to put in the extra work and get your hustle on if you want a tip. If you want a good tip, you got to go over and under to get a good tip. Okay? Because it be times like I'm waitressing, I'm waiting on a table, and I'm serving them, they get their drinks. Maybe if someone come in and they was already a bartender or whatever, and they know how a drink's supposed to be made, if the bartender ain't get it right, or if the cook ain't make the food right, then automatically, I'm not leaving a good tip because, you know, my order wasn't right or whatever. It don't matter how the waitresses was serving. I could have been good or, polite, bring you what you asked for, whatever. I don't cook the meal. I just bring it to you. I serve you, you know. But if they get it wrong, they take it out on the waitress. And I'm not talking about the waitresses that come with a bad attitude or impatient or all this right here. I'm talking about a good waitress where I greet you, I sit you to your table, I welcome you, I make sure everything's set up that you need. I'm constantly checking on you, not too much to disturb you, but enough to let you know, okay, I'm here if you need me, I'm available. Just let me know. I'm here. I already done gave you everything you need and stuff. I just occasionally come by, make sure you good. Y'all sitting there for a minute, make sure you good. Because you still at my table and you still holding it up and you done ate and you ain't got up and left yet so I could turn another table. So I'm going to come by and I'm going to make sure y'all good, whatever. I used to get tip good. Don't get me wrong. I got tip good, but it was times when I didn't get tip good. And most of the times it came because the cook didn't make the order right. And I guess I don't know because I have been on both sides. I've been a person been served by a waitress and a waiter or a waiter, and I've been a waitress myself. So I know both sides. But when I'm going in as a customer, and I know if my food is wrong, I automatically know it's not the waitress or the waiter's fault. Because if you're good to me and you coming through, it's not your fault that my food is not cooked right because you just took the order. But a lot of people don't see it that way. They see it if no matter how, if you were served with the utmost respect, celebrity style. You know what I'm saying? If the food ain't brought to them right or cooked well or how they want it, it's not the cook's fault. It's the waitress' fault. That way, that means you're not getting the same pay or not the same pay. I would say pay because it will pretty much be out pay, but it's y'all tips. The tip won't be the same because this cook didn't even cook their food right or they have some form of complaint about it. All I can do is say, I apologize. I'll take the plate away. We'll bring you another one and we can fix it. Whatever you want. You know, I'm there to serve you. I'm helping you. I want you happy before you leave. Sometime it works, sometime it don't. They just stuck it in mind. I had one customer that was like we was really busy. So I guess they was really hungry, but their food didn't come out in a timely manner. And when it did come out, it wasn't 100% correct. So the lady wanted to go, but her husband wanted to stay, I guess, because he was hungry. He was like, I don't want to go nowhere else. It's here now. Let's just deal with it. The wife was really mad. I was really apologetic. And I felt them because if I'm a customer and I'm going somewhere, I want my food well. I'm really picky when it comes to my food, first of all. I don't like my food touching. I'm not as picky as I would at being at home than I am going out because I know people are different, but I make sure I specify that if they can put it in a different container so it won't be on a plate with it so it won't I don't like it. I don't like my food touching. I don't. But if not, and in a little bit, it's okay. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. I'm not that diva. Okay, I'm gonna be okay, and I'm not gonna take it out on the waitress or the waiter. Okay, y'all, that's all of it. I don't have no more. But I know a lot of people don't see things like I see things, and they're upset. They don't give a fuck. In my mind, you don't give a fuck. If you don't tip your waitress or your waiter, you don't give a fuck. All you know is that your food wasn't right and it didn't taste good and you ain't satisfied. It don't matter if you was served right because when you're not tipping, it don't affect the cooks because they still getting paid their regular paycheck. It affects the waitresses or the waiters because now they got to deal with the fact that the food wasn't cooked right or they didn't get what they want or this or that. They don't even have nothing to do with them because all we doing is serving. We're bringing you for you. We take your order. We write down what you want, how you want it. We put it in a system so they can get it in the kitchen and cook it to how you like it. We don't have no control of when we bring it to you how it come out. Unless we can see or if I can see something, I'm like, okay, this ain't right. And I'm going to take it back to the cook before I bring it to the table. But a lot of times waitresses and waiters don't know that. Okay, they may know what's on the menu, but how it's prepared and cooked and brought to you is totally different. You know, but if I see something that's out the ordinary or it's not like what I written down, then I will say something because I can cook too. I know I'm not a chef, but I can cook. Okay. And I know when something's supposed to look like something, when something ain't supposed to look like something. I know when something is overcooked and undercooked. So if I don't like how I look, my customer ain't gonna like how I look. So I'm not finna take it out there, fix me something else. Fix a whole new one. And I'll even if I have to take it to the supervisor or the manager, I'm like, look, you see this on here, that, whatever. You can either agree or disagree. If you agree, above me, supervisor or manager say, okay, send it on, I'll send it on. But it's finna come back because I done told you. I do that because I'm an observer and I look at stuff and I know how stuff's supposed to be. So that's just me personally. And I take my jobs very seriously. I don't play no games because not only am I a server, a waitress, but I'm also a customer because I go places where I need to be served. So therefore, I'm both worlds, you know. And if I know I like some a certain way, I know they like some a certain way. All I can do is apologize to them. I'm sorry, I took it back or whatever, this or that. And I'll explain. I'm not gonna just so far as try to throw my coworker under the rug, but at the same time, I gotta make my money, and I'm not finna take the full responsibility of what's wrong with their order. All I can do is take it back. Either they want to remake it right, or they want to remake it at all, or just redo it or whatever, from the drinks or the food. All I can do is go back and rely on what's told to me because I have no control over that. But I'm going to always apologize when something's not right. And I'm going to always try to help them or get them something else or return. I'm always going to try to make it right. I want customers, regardless whether I'm getting a tip or not, to leave happy. Because as long as you're coming back, I know I'll be getting paid. That's just me. I go over and beyond for the customers because if it wasn't for y'all or me, because I am a customer when I'm not working, I know I want someone at least take under consideration of my experience or what I'm going through at this time. My food ain't right. So if you act like you don't care, you don't give a fuck, then I'm gonna have the attitude. Well, honey, you not finna get a tip, and you're working for tips. I'm gonna always tip though, no matter what. I don't care if I get bad service or not. I'm gonna always tip. It's not gonna be the tip that you were supposed to get if you're a bad waitress or waiter, but it's gonna be a tip. You finna get a $2 tip if your attitude is not right. I don't care what the next customer did or said, because at any job you have to brush that shit apart. I'm a new customer. I'm not that customer. So don't treat me like I'm that customer because that customer pissed you off. Get over it. Get yourself together. I don't care if you got to go in the bathroom, wipe tears, wipe your face, woo sigh, whatever. Get over it. Because right now I'm a customer and I ain't got nothing to do with the next customer. Treat me as an individual, because my tip ain't gonna be the same as their tip. Because they can tip $2 and get pissed off and not even give you $2. You serve me and piss me off, I'm gonna leave you $2. But if you're a good customer service and you treat me like I'm a customer as an individual, then your tip gonna be higher than $2. And I ain't talking about no damn $3 or $5 I'm a tipper, okay? I like that because I know how it is waitressing. I know people, they live off their tips. And believe you me, if you coming home with $20 a day off a lunch tip, that ain't shit. Then you got to work dinner shift and you might come home. You might clear what that day, maybe if it ain't a weekend, you're not even finna clear $100, okay? And if you do clear $100, that's not a weekend, then you're a good ass waitress or waiter. I'm for real. Because customers catch attitudes and everybody don't tip. And I know. Now I'm finna say this. And y'all can get mad all you damn want to, but the truth only speaks because it's through experience. Black people don't tip unless you're out of towners. Or you coming into a facility that you know somebody and you're sitting at their table. But locals that come in, you have some that do tip. They don't tip very good. But you have some that don't tip at all. And they run you for everything, whether it's hot sauce, napkins, an extra plate, a glass of water, a refill. They'll run you for everything. They'll leave a mess on the table, food stuff everywhere, leave and don't leave not one single tip. And I know this because I done had a several. I used to hate. Now, out of towner black people, they gonna leave you a nice tip. They are, regardless. Regardless if they food right or wrong, they're gonna leave a nice tip. But locals that want to run you back and forth, and leave a big ass mess on the table, and they get up and leave, and they won't even leave $1. You hear me? Not $1. And I served you. I know I served them. They ran me back and forth. My most attention was on them than my other customer. Even though I went by and I made sure they were straight. They straightened out. They leaving their tips, whether it's $2, $3, $5 tip. These black folk done ran me all day. They want extra this. You give them their food. They, oh, can you bring me a little extra side of this, an extra little side of that? This, that. Give them everything. They leave a whole mess on the table. They get up, they leave, and they won't even leave $1. You mean out of all that running back and forth I did for you, I gotta come and I gotta clean up all your mess you made. You got food all on it. You grown now. You ain't got no kids with you. Cause it's different if you have kids with you. You got a mess. That's explanatory. But you're grown and all these dirty napkins up here, different glass of water because you don't want to use the same water cup and soda cups, and food all on the table, dirty napkins on the chairs, your seats and shit, floor, and you don't even leave $1 tip. I was like, wow. Like, not even $1. And you're a black person, and I'm a black person, and I'm weighing on you. And because we got the same skin color, and you did all this whining and want this and want that, and I'm bringing it to you, you couldn't even leave $1. Not $1. Nothing. It wasn't even changed from what they paid for, and I brought it back. Not even a change was taken. Left with them. For real. It was a lot of work locals that did that. But it's okay though. I ain't complaining. They come in, they do the same thing every day. I don't say nothing. I just go. I don't say, you don't leave no tip. You leave all this mess, but you don't leave no tip. I mean, literally, food on the seats, on the floor. I got to sweep all this shit up. But you don't leave no tip. I'm a tipper. Whether the service good or bad, I'm a tipper regardless. Because you know why? If the service bad, people say service bad, I ain't leaving no tip. I still leave a tip. I leave a tip because of the fact that I understand waitresses and I understand customers. If you work customer service, customers can get on your nerves. I'm for real. And I'm a customer too because I've been in places where I had to be served. I've been a customer. Even though I'm a waitress, I was a waitress at the time. I'm still a customer somewhere else. So I understand. I understand your frustration. Some people don't know how to distinguish the fact between one. They don't. And most of them are young. Not older ones. Older ones can take it much better than younger ones. Younger ones, they're going to get frustrated, not only with the customer that gave them a hard time, but with every customer. They're young, but they still need their money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not finna leave you this $5, $10, $20 or more tip. You finna get this goddamn little ass tip because you still got to learn that everybody is not the same. And just because this person over here pissed you off, don't have nothing to do with me. I don't need your attitude and have to pay for my food and tip you too. So if you're rude to me, I'm going to tip you, but it's not going to be a very big tip. It's not. It may be a $2, $3, $5 tip where I may tip 10, 20, 20. Hell, one time I tipped a hand damn $100. If I got it, I will. If you gave great service and I think you deserve it, I'm going to give it. It don't matter. I like customer service. Sometimes you can kill, god dang, you can, your bad attitude, I'm going to just kill it with kindness. I'm going to do that. A lot of people don't know how to do that. I don't take it out on them. You still need your money. I'm gonna still look out for you because that's the good person I am. Regardless of how you treat me or bad service or nonchalant, you don't care, whatever. I'm still gonna leave you a tip. It's gonna be $2, maybe $3, depending on how good you are with your bad attitude. You know, I'm gonna still leave you a tip because I still know you got bills to pay. And like I said, I live off the blessings of God. Okay, it's not about work. You find a job anywhere. Jobs don't get me through life. God do. Okay, my blessings do. Me being a good person and having a great heart. And I do. Sometimes I get taken advantage of, but it's okay. I don't worry about it. Don't think I don't know, you know? I know. But it's okay because I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for you, but I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because that's the goodness in me. And I feel for you. That's why I do. I'm going to get blessed for my goodness. It's not I'm looking to do good to get blessed. No, I do good because it's just me. I want everybody to be happy. I know it ain't no goddamn rainbow world and everybody like go. I know that. But hell, I can rub off on some damn body. Shit, tell me I can't. I'm going to be good. I'm not following people. I don't follow you, world, okay? I don't follow this person or that person because they say that. I may agree with some of the things people say, and I can stand behind some of the things that people can say because I know right from wrong. But at the end of the day, I follow the Lord, okay? I do what the Lord say do. So it don't matter to me. It don't. It don't matter to me at all. I follow the Lord. I don't follow nobody but the Lord. I do what's in my gut and how I feel. I go through judged by the experiences I went. I don't judge people by the experience I go through. I tell my story of the experience I go through. But everybody is individual and that's how I see them. I'm not gonna say you not a bad person or you are a bad person because I don't know you. I don't know you enough to judge you. Put it that way. I'm not gonna judge you at all. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I'm like, okay, I don't fool with it. You know what I'm saying? I got people on my job and my old job I was with before I went to my new job. And she's a good person. She's a cool person. But she believe in witchcraft. I don't believe in witchcraft, okay? I don't at all. So what you believe in is what you believe in. That's on you. Don't bring it here because I don't play that, okay? I don't play in witchcraft. I don't believe in roots. I believe in the Holy Christ, Jesus, God, okay? That's who I believe in. And if it ain't got nothing to do with everything, I that's on you. I don't judge you. That's between you and the Lord. You got to deal with that when it's your time to deal with it. Ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm not finna be involved with it. But you're a cool person. Just don't bring that shit to me. That's all I say. We black. Believe you me, I'm not going with a black person because they're black. Fuck that shit. Okay? And I'm saying it loud because fuck that shit. For real. Because you black don't make you right. I know the difference between wrongdoing as a black person of being because I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black woman. So I know the racism in the world. I know wrong for right. I know when goddamn police ain't doing right. I know when white people, racist white people ain't doing right. So I'm all with that. But just because you're black and you doing something wrong and it happen to be towards a white person, I'm not finna go along with this shit if you're wrong. Okay. I don't even uphold my kids when they're wrong. Hell no, I'm not finna let nobody fuck with them, but I'm not finna uphold them when they're wrong. Period. I'll be damned if I do because we black. Hell, a lot of black people don't come to me. You think I've been working at this restaurant. We don't work for tips, but if people want to leave a tip, it's on them. Okay? It's fine and well. I had a lot of black people come in and I bring their food to their table. I serve. Now, mind you, we get paid more than what a waitress would get paid because we don't work for tips. If they want to leave a tip, it's fine. If they don't, it's still cool because we get paid more than that. It just so happened they happen to dine in and some people want to leave a tip. Fine. That's cool. I'm going to go serve you or whatever. I served a black couple. I took their order. I brought their food to the table. Anybody could take their food to the table. It just so happened I was available. So I took their food to the table. They asked me. Now, mind you, once we take your food to the table, that's it. Because we're not waitresses. Okay? We're not. We don't have trash cans in the dining room because we're so busy to the point we can't keep dipping them. But they can leave their plates and stuff on the table and we'll clear it off. And we'll take it to the back and dump it. If they want to leave a tip for that, that's fine. We had one come in. I took the order. I served them. They asked for this and that. Now, mind you, still got customers coming in. I gotta go tend to them, but because you asked for extra this, extra that, sauce and shit, we supposed to charge for. I bring it on to you, whatever. Whatever I serve them right, okay. I'm finally finished with them. I go back to them my business. They eating and stuff. When they get up, they didn't leave a tip on the table, or they didn't come to me and say, "Here's a tip." You know what they did? Because it was someone else in there that they knew that happened to be white. They came up to them. He came up to them and he said, "Here." Gave him a $3 tip. Mind you, I took your order. I came, brought your food to your table. I ran back and forth to get you all this and stuff you need when I could have said you have to come to the front. But I went on ahead and did it anyway. You left your dirty dishes, plates and stuff on it, which you supposed to because we don't have trash cans. But I cleaned it up. But when you got ready to tip, I'm a black person. You're a black person. I served you, but you took your tip and you gave it to that white person that didn't do nothing. You just knew them. And you thought they were cool, so you wanted to give them your tip. Despite of what I did. I ain't get mad. I ain't say nothing. Nope, I didn't. But the next time you came in, I didn't give you special treatment. No, I did not. You want an extra stuff? You have to come to the front. I'm sorry, but we have to make sure you come to the front to get this because we have to ring it up because we charge for extra ranch and extra honey mustard and extra tartar sauce. I can't give you nothing free, but the ketchup, the mustard, the mayonnaise, napkins, straws. You want extra tartar, you want extra ranch, you want extra honey mustard. That's 25 cents. You got to come pay for that. No, I can't bring it to you. You have to come to the front because you know why? When I was bringing it to you, you didn't appreciate it. Now you can wait to somebody else or you can get up and come get it yourself. Yes, because when you got ready to tip, you didn't tip me. You tipped another person, a white person, to then serve you, then take your order, then run back and forth and do all this work that you want to do when I could be doing something else. But I'm tending to you because this is what you want, and I want to give you great customer service. Not saying you'll leave a tip because when you leave a tip on the table, it ain't for me. It's for anybody to clean off your table because we're not waitresses. So anybody can go clean off your table and get the tip. But you didn't leave a tip on the table. You took your tip and you went and handed it to that person. And that's where I said, oh, really now? Okay, I see you. All right, it's all good. I ain't get mad. I ain't had no hostility towards my coworker because I love them. For real. I love them. We tight. I ain't take it out on her. It wasn't her fault. You know? They just knew her. She was cool. They want to leave her. You leave her a tip. But don't forget about the person that was there for you ripping and running. You don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, whatever. It's all good. But when you do me like that, I don't get mad at all. I take it for granted. Hey, you want to give her a tip? You gave her a tip. It's all fine and well. It don't matter what I do or what not. Where she came and split it with me anyway. That's how good she was. But I didn't take it out on her. It just when the same couples come back in and eat, I'm not finna go over and beyond. Okay? Because I already know you're gonna overlook the things that I'm doing for you to give a tip to another person. And it don't matter if the person was black or white. Point is, I served you. I ran here and here and that. We don't have waitresses. You say you want to dine in, we put you as dine in. When your food come up, we bring it to your table because you go on and sit. We're not there to just constantly come like we got tables and stuff. No, we're cashiers. We take orders. We take call-ins. We do drive-through. You come and get your food as you go. We call you, you come up and get your food. Some customers, just locals. Go ahead, sit down. I'm going to bring it to you. You know, that's just what we do. We don't have to. I didn't have to serve him. I didn't have to run back and forth, give him that. I could make him come to the front and get it himself because we're not. It's just the point of the matter. It's the fact that if I'm doing all this for you, be considerate enough to be like, here, a little something for you too. Even if you wanted to give her something because you knew her. But here's a little something. You took my order, you know, it's a black person. I'm a black person. But you overlook me and I'm black to give to the white person. Not saying you gave it to her because she white. I'm just saying, you know, you gave it to her because I don't know why you gave it to her. He just gave it to her. Overlook. Didn't leave nothing on the table. I went and cleaned off your table. Didn't leave nothing on the table. You gave your tip to the white person. It don't matter who came to your table, who refilled your drink. You could have got up and got your own damn drink, but hell, I ain't have shit else to do. I'm going around see, oh, you want something else to drink? I'll bring it to you. No problem. You know? You overlook that. Bypass what I did for you and went to another person. It could have been another black person. It don't make no difference. It just happened the person he went to was white. And that wasn't the first time. It was the third time. I peep game. I just want to say, well, maybe it's me, you know? Sometimes I think maybe it's me. Maybe that's how my mind thinks. So I'm gonna give you a chance to see. You did this shit again. Not once, but twice. You did it 3 times. Now, twice you should have been canceled altogether. I give you a third chance. Hell, you know, you did this shit again. Okay, but you're not gonna keep doing this shit. For real. You're not gonna keep overlooking me. I'm not gonna confront you. It's not my job to confront you because I don't work for tips. I get paid more than tips. You know what I'm saying? My paycheck is more than the tip. I couldn't live off the tips if I was just at the restaurant I was working at, if I was just dependent on tips. Because they can leave a tip and they don't want to leave a tip. They don't have to. Some jobs, people is waitresses and waiters. We're not waitresses and waiters. We're just order takers. And that's the difference, meaning we get paid more than a waitress. A waitress might get paid $2 and some an hour. I was getting paid more than minimum wage an hour. Okay. So I didn't work for tip. My check gonna be more than what I would make off of tips in that restaurant. So I didn't work for tips. But it would have been nice and appreciative. And, you know, after, if you're going to leave a tip, give it to the person that served you and catered to you. Don't give it to somebody because you know that person, is what I'm saying. But then that's how black folks are. You got some that be like, whatever. You got some, I don't know. I can't say. But all I can say is and I promise you, we in my restaurant, we have a group of black people coming, family out of town, take up the biggest table we have in there for their family. They eat, they call back, want this, want that, extra this, extra that, bring it to them or whatever. They leave the biggest mess and won't leave not even $1 tip. Not all. Don't get me wrong now. I'm not saying all. I got a lot of black people come in and leave some great tips. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them. Not all. But you do have those ones that feel like they so entitled that they don't have to tip. You have to tip. If someone is serving you, you have to tip. If you don't want to be served, then you will go to a fast food restaurant that you don't have to be served. We wasn't a fast food restaurant. People considered us as a fast food restaurant, but we wasn't a fast food restaurant. You have to wait because we busy. We only had a certain amount of fryers, certain amount. We only had two like for chicken. Then we had to have our seafood. We had a certain amount for seafood. We had two for seafood. Then we had the fries and stuff. And a lot of people have allergies, so they can't have it mixed. So we didn't have a lot. It's a small business. So it's not fast food. It's not going to be ready. We may have some chicken ready, depending on what time of day it is. When you come in and order, it might be some ready. People figure it's not fresh. It's fresh. It's not hot out the grease fresh, but it ain't old like it been sitting there for hours fresh. You see what I'm saying? So if you saying fresh, we're gonna give it fresh because it only been out 5 minutes. But if you want it freshly cooked, then say freshly cooked. Don't say I want it fresh. Cause we thinking, okay, this fresh, it only been up 5 minutes. So here you go. If you want to hot out the grease, say you want to cook fresh, hot out the grease. Cause if it ain't old, it ain't our chicken don't even last so long anyway, because we got the best chicken in town. But at the same time, we can have some that just came out of grease. Probably ain't even sitting there no more than 3-5 minutes. They're just that busy. It's already sold. We going by tickets. Whoever in the line for that's who's gonna get their food. I don't care if you just come in. This is not fast food. It's not gonna be ready. You have to wait. And on paydays and weekends, I already tell them how long the wait gonna be. Let you decide if you want to wait or not. Because if you decide to wait, I don't want to hear your mouth about where's my food. It's cooking. At the same time, I'll be like, oh my goodness. We got some black folks that come in and they tip real good. I have a lot of black folks that come in and they tip real good. But I have those certain black people that come in. They leave. And they ones that make the biggest messes. You got your kid, you got the high chair all dirty. Your kids got food all on the floor. I remember one time, hell, I took a goddamn sweet potato pie to a girl and her mother for her birthday, and she wanted us to sing happy birthday for her. So I got one of my coworkers to come out there with me. We sung happy birthday and everything. Made it nice and everything for her. She didn't even leave a tip. I would have did it whether she left a tip or not because I would have felt good. I like everybody to leave their birthday, but I'm just saying it's the principle of the thing. You know, you ain't. We don't do that. We don't heat up shit for you. If you go, our pies and cakes is left in a cooler. You want it, you buy it. If you want to heat it up, we're doing it because we want to. We don't have to. If you want to say, can you heat it up for me a little bit? I'll go back there and pop it in the microwave and heat it up for you. You know, microwave ain't even for customers, but I'll do that to make you happy, satisfied. Me, I like my food room temperature. I can't have like cakes and pies in the refrigerator. It got to be room temperature. So I want mine heated up too. So I don't mind. If I ain't busy and we ain't slander with customers and I got time to do it, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? You know, I want you to be happy regardless. Regardless if you leave a tip or not. I want you, because it ain't 9 times out of 10 I'm going to come to that table and I'm going to clean off your table. I might bring your food to the table, but that don't mean I'm going to clean off your table. And the tip really goes to the person who actually clean off the table, which is fair. It's fine and well. You know, I don't care. I don't work for tips because I get a paycheck. I get a good paycheck. So whoever want a little extra money, go out there and clean off the table. Go clean off the table. If it's just me, it's just me. But if you're gonna leave a tip, and person leave it on the table. If you don't leave it on the table and you take it and you hand it to a specific person, and that person ain't even cleaning off your table or serving you, I have a problem with that. Just do the right thing. But I love my customers. They love me too. That's all I had to say about that. Because you do have a lot of black people, local black people, that really don't tip. And I'm not saying this just to be saying it. I'm saying it because I went through the experience of it. I mean, like literally work you. You got other tables of 10, but you're constantly running back. And when you could take them one thing and then they, oh, can you do this and bring it? Yeah, and I'm trying to get your stuff and handle the next customer and do all this right here and running back and forth to you. I'm like, God dang, you know, got your drinks, you know, got your food, you know, everything set up for what you need, and you still running me. And then you leave a big ass mess and don't leave a tip. Now that's just wrong. Yeah, I know it's wrong. Those who do that know it's wrong. So I'm saying next time you go to a restaurant and you want to be a diva or you want to feel entitled, be a diva. Feel entitled, but leave a tip. Whether it's $2, $3, because every little bit counts. It counts. If you feel like your service wasn't done right, okay, the waitress attitude ain't right or whatever, leave a goddamn dollar tip. Leave a $2 tip. That'll hurt them more than, you know, not leaving a tip. They did serve you. They just didn't give you the perfect customer service, but they still served you. Because you got an attitude with the cook and you taking it out on the customer and then they catch an attitude, they still served you. Leave a tip. Even when you got people delivering food to your home. I saw a lot of videos on DoorDash, Uber, Grubhub deliveries and stuff, and people get their food delivered to them, and you paying with credit card, you don't put a tip on there. They come in, you still don't give them a cash tip. Come on now. You can use your gas and go out in the rain or thunderstorm and go get it yourself. But they bringing it to you. You got to give them a tip. I always tip. Always. Someone delivering to my home, I appreciate you. I'm going to tip you. If I don't tip you in cash, I'm going to tip you on my card. Sometime I might have enough to tip you to pay for my food on my card, but when you get to my house, I'm going to have it in cash. So I'm going to give you a tip right there. I always tell them, I'm like, oh, there you go. I have to look out because my street on, you have to really look out for a person because they can pass it. They always calling. But I always tell them, I was like, hold up, I got to go get your tip. You know, let them know I'm finna tip you because you did bring it to my home. You don't have to, they working for tips. Some of them might get a little paycheck, but that ain't enough. $2, 2.15, 2.35 an hour. Come on now. They're working for tips. They get paid their little hour. Their little $2, 35, 50 cents an hour. It's not gonna pay their bills. They're living off tips. That little extra money they get, if they get paid 2 weeks, $2 and some an hour. They working 8 hours. Might even be $100 damn. Not close to it, especially after they take taxes out from it. Leave a tip. That's all I'm saying. Be mad. And y'all know, half y'all could be divas, customers and shit. Running shit ain't your right and everything else. Thinking like you entitled. Come on now. Half time be y'all damn fault anyway. Leave a damn tip. I don't care if it's $1, $2. Leave a fucking tip because it should be goddamn more than that. But I can understand customer waitresses and waiters gotta understand that everybody ain't the same. I do. So you can't treat everybody the same. But at the same time, whether your service is good or bad, leave a tip. It can be a low tip if they bad. It can be a higher tip if they're good. But at the end of the day, leave a tip. Okay? It's the right thing to do. And you'll get your blessings for it. It'll come back to you somewhere or another because I know plenty of time my blessings came. I was in a store and I had money for gas and whatever. But it was somebody behind me say, I got that. I'm putting $10 of gas in my car. I'll get me a pack of cigarettes, maybe something to drink. And the person said, I got that. I'm like, they were like, no, I got it. You good. I'm like, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. They don't want nothing in return. You just pass it along. Next time, see somebody maybe down now, need some, or feel like it, you got the money. Hey, I got you. You pass it on. That's what you do. I had plenty of people come through the drive-thru and say, I want to pay for the person behind me. You know what I'm saying? And I tell them when they come up to the window, they be so appreciative. I say, pass it on. They say, you're right. Pass it on. Might can't do it right then and there or whatever. They didn't care how much their order was. They just said, I want to pay for the person behind me. Sometimes it's a little, sometimes it's a lot, It is what it is. I charge them whatever. When a person get up there, I tell them, I say, your order's already paid for. The lady in front of you, the guy in front of you, the customer in front of you, already paid for it. They were like, really? I'm like, yes. They were like, oh, that's a blessing. I said, make sure you pass it on. You gotta pass it on because people do things because they want to give back. So you have to pass it on. It's how you get your blessings. You gotta give back. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta you know why I'm finna end this? Because this has been going on for a few minutes now. And it's long, and I had got all off the subject because I got on the topic of tipping. And I think it's very important. And I'm not a waitress no more. I don't work at the restaurant, like that anymore. I'm still good close to them and go visit and buy food or whatever, But I don't work for them anymore. But I will always love. I'll tell you the reason why, but that's on the next video. But I gotta go because I gotta blow out candles. All right. Thank you, YouTube, for listening to what I have to say or talk about or whatever. If you can relate, leave a comment. I love to hear from you, Just talk to me. I don't care what it is. Anything. What's on your mind? What's been bothering you? What ain't been bothering you? What's something you want to say but couldn't say, or want to, couldn't say to that person, but you can come on here. Come on my channel. Say what you got to say. I'm here to listen to you. We can talk about it. I don't know everything, but I think I'm smart enough to give great advice. Hell, I give good advice. Fuck that shit. I'm a great advisor, okay? I'm going to keep it real. I ain't going to never lie to you. I'm going to tell you my experiences and why I feel that a way that I feel, but I don't judge nobody. I'm not going to talk down on you, because how am I talk down on a person if you feel that a certain way? That's just how you feel. I may give you a positive way of thinking about things, or, or whatever. It just talk about it. Get it off your chest. Sometimes I just got to talk. It don't matter if I'm talking to somebody or not. I got to talk. I got to get it off my chest, because I can't have it weigh me down. It's enough going on out here as it is to be weighed down for something that I can easily just talk to YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I can talk. I could be in my apartment here where I am now. I could talk to myself. But why? Well, I want to talk to you to see what you got to say, listen to you, get a different perspective, or why you feel a certain way. It don't matter. Talk to me, you know? I'm here, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Comment.